I believe this is the kendo they are trying to get into, except.
Yep, they're deciding. They're sending a Bardiche versus Wizardish, who already has his broadsword out. This is not the best matchup.
Yeah, it seems Wizardish is going for that quick speed rather than the reach and the power.
Yep, looks like the LMB is going to get parried, and this is just a parry fest. Not a lot of feints, but you do see a little bit of stam on Wizardus. Wizardus is getting very tired. He's still fighting back though, but maybe next hit it's going to be all it takes. He runs back, gets some stam off of Beaches and Shores from that missed hit, and Beaches and Shores tries
him in the back.
Ouch.
Although I'm expecting something big from Jared right now. Although he does fall for the feint. And very disappointed by Jared there.
Yeah, I don't know why they sent their two Vanguards in versus this setup. Neon will be the first knight to go here, and it looks like he's also going to get stabbed to death. Wizardish halfway through the kendo ace. Can he do it?
He definitely looks hungry for it.
The stabs and stabs and stabs.
He is making his enemies panic so much, he's keeping them at bay. Those feints are catching them every time. He does get stabbed out and will take damage. And he will go down to Cyclone. That was excellent and well played.
Jade may be playing Archer, but he's also a pretty decently skilled Vanguard as well.
Yeah, that leg drag. That was textbook.
This Sword of War is a very strong matchup versus a Zweihander Vanguard too. We'll see how it does.
Those leg drags seem to be the only thing that connect, but still manages to take his enemy down. We've got Ben next, and he is using the longsword. That is a perfectly all-round weapon for the knight class.
Ben Kenobi, one of the leaders, is going to go down. Oh, they're banning first. Okay, they banned Outpost. And then the Hideout ban.
So we have Outpost and Hideout gone already.
Oh, yeah, it's picking stones. That seems pretty... Wow, a Battlegrounds pick from Syndicate.
Ooh.
And
Cove is gone.
Wow, they're banning Hillside. Well, they do really like Dark Forest. I'm really surprised. They have a very strong Hillside team.
So the map choices were Battlegrounds, Dark Forest, and Stones Hill. We're now going to have to do the roll to see which one is determined with the map that's played on.
And it is the second one, which is Battlegrounds.
Ooh.
But I can get pumped if you want.
We can have the best of both worlds.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, 5 seconds, and we'll get this match underway. Rangers versus Syndicate to see who survives in this NA636TO tournament. Fart Sniffer and friends going to take on Jared, Ben Kenobi, and the Rangers. Rangers are going to be defending as the Masons, and the Agathians, Fart Sniffer, Wizardess, Shade, Galaxy, Polaris, and Zebra are going to be attacking. Cyclone, Ben Kenobi, Neon, Alpha Wolf, Jared, and Beaches and Shores. Looks like you're going to see a strong granary rush with one possible member going over through the forest.
Yeah, we have 3 knights and 1 Vanguard pushing straight to the market right now. But what are they going to get countered by? Already we have Shade falling to Ben Kenobi.
It looks like Rangers have put all of their people on the granary rush. Meanwhile, that leaves a lone Vanguard over here to burn down as much of the granary as they want after that marketplace rush. And they're still getting burns on the marketplace. This is a disastrous defense for Rangers. Thankfully, they're going to get some spawns here quickly to reinforce. Can they take down that Vanguard before he burns down everything? He's already burnt down the granary.
This is not looking good for the Rangers right now.
Yeah, and the way that these things go, they only have 1 stall left to burn, and they actually do have a...
Yeah, and it's already burning.
Yep. It's burnt.
That's just the wheat fields left now.
And wheat fields are the easiest to get. You can get them from either invasion spot. Rangers are going to have to push up at this point, honestly, is what I would do.
They really need to push up really aggressive.
Yeah, but they're holding back. They're looking at the numbers. Jared gets a nice
is
pick on
doing
the
damage
shade.
from afar, though. He's landing those shots.
Yeah, but Rangers is on the complete wrong side of the map right now. You saw everyone headed toward Marketplace. Looks like they're going to protect one Vanguard while that Vanguard gets the torches. If they just fight for a while, they don't even have to win the fight. As long as this Vanguard gets his last torch off, they will take the objective.
A distraction right now. They may still get the win as well.
And bam,
They
that's
do
all
lose the
they needed.
engagement, but the Vanguard did what it needed to do.
Okay, looks like this next objective. Now, this is probably one of the most static objectives in the game. You're going to see really long spawn timers on defense. That's something that is somewhat difficult to get used to. But
Yeah, I believe I was told it was 17 seconds rather than the normal 10.
yeah, that's because of the way that Torn Banner has given defense on this map. For pub servers, they added a timer. An additional spawn time to defense, and when that happens, the interaction with mercs adds up to pretty long spawn times. But
So maybe that was the thought that went behind Syndicate's choice. Wizardess is picking up 2 kills in there in that engagement. Jared's going to end up team killing Cyclone. That is not very good. They're already low on numbers, and it's just Jared left now. And he's gonna fight. He's gonna go for it. Couldn't really do
whatever
much.
damage.
Yep, he did damage. That's all he could do.
Now Rangers, over here, there's a couple different tacks you can use. You could actually go for suicide pushes if you want at this point. It looks like they're gonna be rather conservative. They're just gonna group back up and fight on the cart. I mean, they could have pushed up in force there and done a lot of damage to Rangers and just had their archer push it the whole time. And this card is at an angle that it's really easy for the archer to prevent himself from getting counter-arched while on the cart, as opposed to something like Dark Forest where you have that tiny cart that can be shot over. Yeah.
We are seeing a lot of projectiles by archers and the Vanguard with their throwing axes. Both teams are taking heavy losses. This Fart Sniffer is all that's left. He got so ganked there. It's just going to be Polaris with the archer support, but the archer is not positioned right to support him. He has done a lot of damage, so never mind. Well, I was going to say, he did do a lot of damage with his arrow, so it was possible for him to maybe win that engagement, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Nope, that saber is a beautiful janitorial cleanup weapon, but not going to be enough. Jared positions himself to get a few shots, thinks better of it, but now they're going to get on the catapult. But the thing about comp is that they can see the catapult coming, and they're all going to be telling each other in chat that one catapult shot is just going to land shy, and they're going to lose pressure in the throwable war because of it. The next engagement goes out. Zebra goes down early. A little shot's going to find onto the knight. It looks like right now this is pretty even. Rangers coming back a little bit.
Yeah, they managed
There's
to
going to be
put it away. And
4v2.
Wizardess was just a bit too late there to support Fart Sniffer.
Yeah, very impressive work by the Vanguards, beaches and shores on Rangers, getting around those things. But I mean, that knight being late to the fray, they lost throwable pressure and they lost front line pressure. But they're going to get back up a little bit quicker because of the spawn timers. Dope. Pushing in right here, even with these 4, is very dangerous. Rangers just going to cede the cart, though.
The Rangers are gonna let Syndicate get some ground. Maybe that was the right choice, maybe it wasn't. We are about to find out if they can retake the cart. But they did stop it and bought themselves precious time. But it seems like it's going to be a clean wipe for Syndicate right now. There it is. They only lost 1 player, and that was due to a TK.
Yeah, Cyclone went down really early, just they pressured themselves. They had 3 knights in really close proximity, but Cyclone was kind of blocking the rest of his knights from engaging in a way. He was just a little bit ahead of them, and just got destroyed by throwables, and then it was just domino effect from
pushed
there.
up so aggressive. They were right under the Rangers' spawn right now and attacking them as soon as they come out.
Yeah,
and
that was a 3-person push though. Now they're gonna get more, but because of that, I really expect Rangers to wipe. Oh wow, Wizards gets a double kill in this 3v5.
And with Ben Kenobi getting a team kill on Alpha, that may give Syndicate the momentum they need. Fart Sniffer with the rainbow. That was well played. He was hoping to catch the man-at-arms and the knight, but he still takes down the knight.
For perspective, Fart Sniffer and Wizardish just went in there into a 2v5 and came out taking down 4 kills.
And Fart Sniffer managed to keep them fighting there for so long that his team is already back and pushing on the cart. I mean, they're not in full force, but they are still pushing that cart. I think we have Galaxy going down to a kick there. You hate to see it happen.
Yeah, you feel so wimpy when you have all this giant armor on and then you die to a kick. Yep. Unfortunately, it looks like that's all that was taken down. Look at the scoreboard. Pretty even kill distribution. Incredibly even kill distribution over on Syndicate's side. Neon and Ben Kenobi trying to lead the way over on the Masons. Right now, oh, a little ballista shot comes out, but it's going to be difficult. This is a good spot for Rangers because it allows them to set up the engagement. They can get that MA flank on the other side, so it's
they
really
are
dangerous.
letting the cart get pushed. They were there to defend, but their positioning made it so that Syndicate could get some movement on that cart.
They got a tiny bit of movement, but they are going to wipe up. And honestly, at Rangers at this point, they didn't pick this map, so I wouldn't expect them to think about this way. But honestly, doing suicide pushes up at that point might have been okay. If you wipe them quick enough and you can do a suicide push, you can actually no, because of the 17-second spawn timers, that would actually be bad. So they're actually probably playing this right. I was thinking if it had normal spawn timers. That's the thing about 17-second spawn timers is if you can't do suicide pushes with them.
Yeah, because that is very valuable time you are using up.
Next engagement goes down.
It definitely seems that Rangers are taking... Yeah. We do have a TK, but I don't think that's going to cause too much disruption for the Rangers. I mean, yeah, Wizardis is just going to pull back now.
It looks like they are going to chase the archer, though. And that's going to be good for them. That's going to desync their spawns if they can actually catch them, but it's unlikely.
Oh! We have Alpha catching Wizard with a Ballistae. That is not something you see every day in competitive.
Nope. Especially the Battlegrounds Ballista.
Yeah, because this map is so open, it's just not that viable.
No, and almost all of the rushes come through the other side, too. Looks like right now they do have a bit of a power play. This is a 5v4 in the melee. Archer shots are going to get hit. Neon is going to get the first kill, and they are just going to eviscerate Syndicate. 4 left until that TK takes Ben Kenobi down. 3 left on Rangers, and they are holding out beautifully. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left.
You can see they've got some confidence, they've got some momentum, and they've decided to push up a little bit aggressive. Shade gave them a bit of trouble, but they did eventually bring him down.
And bring him down is all that is going to matter. That means Jared is going to get free reign to rain down arrows for
that is Syndicate's archer support gone for a short amount of time.
Yep. Jared's actually spent most of this time just positioning onto the roof. This is going to be a 5v5 in the melee. Right now, if I were Syndicate, I would actually go on the roof, wipe Jared very easily, and then re-engage. but it looks like they are going to go for the safer engagement. The archer is targeting each other now. Jared's completely removed. This is a 5v5 melee on the battle. Grandmace just barely misses. You see 2 fights on each side, a 2v2 on one and a 3v3 on the other. And Ranger's going to wipe up nearly every single person. They only drop 1 during it. Jade takes down Ben Kenobi, but now he was late to the party, and now he's going to be late to the next one.
That is going to be the archer support gone for Syndicate on the respawn. Unless they wait for him, which will use, once again, valuable time. And it seems they're going to push. They're going to push across the bridge.
Yeah, it's an interesting move to make. I mean, this is technically a longer way to the cart, or if they actually do go left. I am surprised that they don't have one MAA splitting or whatnot. Or at least one MAA actually, just period, for the fire pot. You see the effectiveness of the fire pot use right there.
It's caught 3 of them, and that's going to do a lot of burn damage.
Yep, it's going to allow Neon 2 quick kills with that Grand Mace. That puts them 1-hittable from Grand Mace.
We have Fartsniffer spinning like an absolute demon there, picking himself up a kill, and we have 2 team kills by the Rangers there. And with the spawn timer, that could spell disaster for them.
But they've been just absolutely eviscerating Syndicate's pushes. I mean, they've won the last, what, 4 or 5 engagements?
Yeah.
Syndicate is going with a triple Knight comp, and the 2 Vanguards, Beaches and Shores especially, I mean, look at that, 22 assists. They're just getting so many flinches off, and Neon is finishing up with the Grand Mace with so many of those kills. Rangers playing a very solid game.
Yeah, I think they've found their groove, they're sticking with it, and Syndicate need to find a way to hit back, and they need to hit back hard.
My game just crashed, I believe.
And it crashed at the most absolute worst moment. It will look like the Syndicate will get a push on the cart, but they've pulled away. It took 3 players to bring down Cyclone. And all that's left is a damaged archer, a damaged vanguard, and an archer. And the vanguard and knight are going to pull back, and it's just going to be the archer to push the cart. That's questionable. There is a knight about to engage him. That's going to be Neon. We also have man-at-arms and a vanguard with a brandish not engaging. Shade is going to go down, so that maybe that fallback was the right idea. Maybe Shade should have done so as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back in there. Tell me everything that's going on, Draconix. I don't want to miss a second.
Well, we have Syndicate making another push. Jared is doing so much damage with arrows early, and they have Syndicate cannot hit back. They have no archer support at all. And with the damage that Jared has done, it's just slim. It's just slim health left for Syndicate. Archer stabs and man-at-arms stabs is what's winning the fight right now. But we do have a push. Shade and Wizardish have made a push through to the cart. Once again, they are leaving Shade on the cart while everyone else pulls back. That is really questionable. I mean, the cart is making a lot of progress. Maybe they're just hoping that Shade will do a lot of early damage. Because here comes the rest of Syndicate. Throwing axes are going to connect though. It's going to do a lot of heavy damage. Zebra gets killed. Polaris bringing down Neon. Zebra with a double. Wizardish with his own double. My god, what is this? Syndicate out of nowhere with almost everyone alive. They've all stacked the cart, and this is where they're going to want to try and hold it. It is getting very close to the objective end. I don't think Rangers can stop it right now. The cart is at the objective. That's just a few more seconds away. There it is. That's the objective. That is the map. Syndicate do take the win for the half. And we're going to check the time right about now. I'm going to write it down. The time for the bomb cart left was 4 minutes 16 seconds.
Yesterday, Keys had one of the most beautiful fire pods I've ever seen in my life. Completely won an engagement because it separated the initiation from LG from the backup. But we are underway for this second round, and the time to beat. What's the time to beat, Draconix?
4 minutes, 16 seconds.
They have to complete this whole map with more than 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to go for a strong marketplace rush, but sending over, just reminiscent of what Rangers did, sending a couple over to the granary. Although unlike Rangers, there are 2 people there to meet them at the granary. They get a couple torches off before Wizardish and Bill Clinton finish them off. Meanwhile, on the marketplace, we see this 4v4 is going the way of Rangers so far. Galaxy dropping as that last support, and you're going to see stalls burned. Shades,
that is an awful lot of torches being thrown. That is going to burn so fast.
Yeah, they actually
they're
have
gonna get burnt.
everything burnt.
Yep. The mill itself is a very dangerous objective as it can. You can essentially kill yourself, just like we saw there.
Yes, lo and behold, throwing fire at the thing that you're like right next to is maybe not the best move.
That is fire safety
like
101.
Here in America we have, oh wow, they sent more people over to that farm rush. What happened is after they wiped Granary, they took Bill Clinton and Wizardish and put them towards Marketplace to try and save that, but they were too late to save that, and that just allowed the flank to go over and get Granary. I mean, honestly, sending an MAA and a Archer over to one side is always a really good tact, and Rangers not losing any time to Syndicate on that objective. Let's see how they do.
Those times were fairly similar.
I believe that's actually, is that a short bow that Jared has poked out? Looks like he's going to be trying to use the cart to mitigate how much he gets counter-arched, and he's just going to try to focus on pegging the melee.
Because sometimes as the archer you just need to do early damage and flinch if you can. And that will completely ruin the attack or defense.
Yep, the firepot's actually going to keep them off of the cart, so the cart's not moving there this time. Beaching short with a quick kill is going to get back on there. Jared actually goes into melee. Now he's going to be fighting the other archer who's forced into melee. A 2v1 on the MAA and then a 2v2 down there at the cart. This MAA and this 2v1 is lasting forever, long enough for Galaxy to get a kill on Cyclone, long enough for Galaxy to get a kill on Jared.
That was a close engagement.
Yep, not long enough for Galaxy to get a kill on the last 2 members of Syndicate, who would have been reinforced momentarily anyway. That's the thing about these engagements really close to the Agatha spawn. There really aren't that giant risks, because you're going to get the spawns anyway. Unless you get completely 6-man wiped, then you're really not going to lose too much time. But let's look at. It looks like they're just having some melee push-ups, some are behind the cart, some are getting their throwables ready.
Yeah, we have the oil pot directly on the bomb cart to try and force everyone away, but they're still going to push it. They found the right angle for it.
It's going to be a 4v4 over here in the lake. Strong opening by Syndicate. They've got 3. Neon's gotten 2 kills though. He goes for the feint, doesn't get it though. Wizardish with the double kill, not going to buy on those feints. Now it's up to lone.
If I counted right, Wizardish got a quad kill there. It may have been a penta.
Bill Clinton, scumbag, denying the penta. Yeah, but that, I mean, number one, engagements in that lake are really interesting because you can't go up onto the platform. So once you're in the lake, you're kind of pinned down to fight in that lake.
Yeah, you either need to fall back or push.
Yeah, so that was a 4v4 and Syndicate just got the better throwables and the better engage. Both teams engaged very much like a line though, so you see they both have decent form. Oh wow, a little overextension there by Cyclone, but now he's going to get a 1v2. Wizard is taking down Alpha Wolf to start off. Looks like Jared is going to be trying to get some melee action in here too.
Wizard is already at 3 kills in this engagement. He's looking for a 4th. He is using the reach of that spear to a well-deserved advantage.
Yeah, 8-2 Wizardish leading his team, but 4-1 Shade as an archer, showing his stuff.
And with 6 assists, you can definitely see that he's also supporting his team as well as getting the kills.
Yeah, this map is just so good for defensive archers. Back in the day when 8v8s were common, teams like Enteritus would put triple archer on this map on defense, and it was just cancerous.
We do see a lot of projectiles being thrown. They're trying to do as much early damage as possible, so their melee has to do little work as possible. But once again, Rangers absolutely storming in. They're having no trouble pushing this cart now.
Well, Bill Clinton went around for a flank. Unfortunately, he timed that flank way too early. He died really early. Now Rangers killing Shade. That's going to desync his spawn. And they're going to be a full, pretty healthy team coming up here. If they keep this, they can actually be in the driver's seat for this objective. One more wipe, and they might be able to get this to that spot where they can push up spawns. They get a strong enough wipe. No archer shots are really going to land, though. Oh, one gets onto the Vanguard as soon as I say that. Caster Curse. Ooh, that fire pot in a beautiful spot.
That was a perfect position for it. And it will get Ben Kenobi a kill on Fartsnifer. And Wizardis, no matter. He's good, but he can't take on that many.
Okay, they're gonna. Jared, just shoot up it that way. Right now, Rangers melee should be pushing that archer and pushing that spawn. That would be such a strong move right now. They're gonna send Bill Clinton there. He's actually gonna get a headshot. He's barely alive.
And he gets finished.
Shit, 2 consecutive shots. They needed to push up with their whole team right there on that, or with leaving one or two people at cart.
Huge miss.
They're actually just going to be trying to fight on the cart. They're trusting their melee quite a bit. They're going to get sandwiched by both spawns hitting at the same time.
Although
but
Jared,
still,
with the support, but it looks like it will go in favour of Syndicate. The archer trying to fall back and completely misjudged where the enemy was behind him. Luckily he's on the attacking side, so it will not affect the spawn too much. We do see a use of the catapult.
Man, I so badly just want to message. Like, I want to see spawn pushes. I want to see tactical stuff. Syndicate's doing really good. They came back there. Rangers, I mean, Shade just really kept them in that. That was beautiful play by Shade. Now it's going to be a straight up engagement. They've got 8 minutes left to take this objective. This next fight goes down. There's a 2v2 on the side. Beaches gets that spear kill. Neon with the Grand Mace. Looks like right now they're down. Only 1 dead so far. And only 1 dead is all it's going to be. Now let's see if they push the spawn. Are they going to push the spawn?
It looks like one of them definitely is, and the man-at-arms will push as well.
They're doing a 2-2 split. This is not ideal, though.
Yeah, I mean,
these 2-2 splits are going to meet 3. I mean, this is what you would do on Stones Hill if you're expecting them to trickle in. Now this right side's just going to get wiped 5v2.
Yeah, there is only 1 knight spawning on the left. So that means that, Rangers' right side is just going to fall so quick, and the left side isn't going to be able to support them.
Yeah, you need. If
you're
going to do
back, and he just couldn't hold on.
Yeah, if you're going to do a push-up like that, you need to do it only on one side. So, look at the scoreboard right now. Looks like Wizardish still at the top there as they finish off the last man.
Neon wasn't going down without a fight, though. Did last a while. It seems like we're seeing a lot of extremely ranged weapons when it comes to the Vanguards. They're either using spears or polearms. And we do have a Zweihander. That's got incredible reach and damage.
Yeah, Zebra's been using that that great sword for a long time. Is that a Zwei or a great sword? That's a
I believe
Zwei,
Alpha's
right?
using the Zweihander.
I can't tell what weapon Zebra's using. I'm pretty sure that's a great sword. But I know there's one Zwei skin that looks great swordish to me, so. The engagement does go out. They're going to send Ben Kenobi over to pressure the Archer, and now he's going to be in a 1v1 duel with the MAA. Meanwhile, they've snuck their Archer onto the cart. Jared is pushing the cart this entire time. They're going to be having a 3v3 in the melee. Two of them quickly go down.
But that cart is going to make a lot of progress, which is what they really need.
Kitty was just shocked at how much cart progress he made.
We do have the catapult being used as well. I doubt it will connect very well. I mean, you can see that thing coming a mile away.
Yeah, and especially when you have a competitive environment like this, and you have such a straight-up catapult. It's not like the one on Stones Hill where you can't see it coming, and sometimes it can surprise you. The communication comp really prevents that from being nearly as effective, although I'm sure Gumbledore could make it work if he had to. Gumbledore, God Kata. And you're going to see the throwable exchange. Actually, they're going to pressure Archer potentially over on that right side. That Archer is in a position where Ben Kenobi can't get to him. The main melee engagement is going to go down though, and they're going to be down one melee.
Ben Kenobi needs to take that Archer down quick and run in to support the rest of his team. It's just the Archer left in the major engagement. Yep. Ben Kenobi may be a little bit too late to support.
He can, if he backed up though, he could have tried to get that fight onto the cart.
Jared made a valiant attempt there to try and fall back and support his teammate, but his teammate was stammed out and could not defend himself.
Yeah, and really at that point, like, if you're Ben Kenobi and you try to do that push-up onto the Archer right there, the Archer cuts himself off from the rest of his team. Your entire team can go back there and support you, run away, but his team engaged or got engaged on. It was kind of a combination of the two. So he didn't really save much time by doing that. You want to kill the Archer and get that 1v1 before your melee engagement, if you can. Would have been a little bit more optimal play here, but we're seeing the firepot misses.
Oh no, the Archer walks into it. So that is early damage done to the Archer, and Jared will pick off Shade. So that's the Archer support gone. The melee just needs to do its work, but Syndicate are answering back really hard.
Syndicate needs to hold this for 3 more minutes.
I mean, it's very doable for them. And you can see here, they're just letting Wizardish take control over this Archer.
Yep, they're just desyncing Jared's spawn as long as possible. That was beautiful. Usually when you have teams that try to delay that spawn, the other guy either gets away or he ends up doing damage to you. They did a good job at making sure that he couldn't do damage, and yet they still delayed him a good bit. They're just waiting now for Jared to spawn.
It definitely seems they don't want to push up the Archer support. And already one of them is tagged.
Yeah, it's tricky right now. It looks like they actually are going to be pushing up without Archer support, because they have dropped Jared from Archer. They're trying to just go all melee right now. Unfortunately for them, Shade, that Archer, is going to get some
they have no way of countering him now. They have to charge him or just risk taking an arrow from him. But it looks like this new strat is paying off.
Cyclone taking down Shade now. But they're going to have...
This could be it.
They're going to have Cyclone, who's a bit higher health, try to do any stall. But I mean, within 2 minutes, this is GG. The long spawns of Syndicate. Don't let them come back.
It will be the death of them.
Rangers taking down Syndicate on the map that Syndicate chose.
That is GG right there. That was very well played by the Rangers. It looked touch and go there for a bit, but they pulled it off. Maybe having Jared as the extra melee did work out and he could do extra damage. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was just that push was the one that needed to happen.